welcome to Highlands. Tonight we have Section 1 action on a Tuesday night. It's the Valley Vikings against the Highlands Golden Rams, along with the Dean, Mike Choma. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you here from Highlands. And Dean, these two teams, two old rivals meeting up. And one team's going in different directions. Is it still a rivalry?
Well, Mike, it's tough to say it's a rivalry because Highlands has dominated lately. Again, you're across the river from each other. Anything can happen. It's been a tough time for Mark Foe. Lots of injuries. Kids have got football scars. Have been told not to play basketball. It's kind of a shame to see that, Mike. It needs to be everybody played every sport. You got to be a senior in high school. They're taking that away from them now with these scholarships and not being able to play other sports. Mark's trying to get through it, but again, it's been very difficult. They're 1-9, and again, just trying to find an answer to a lot of young kids.
Well, let's talk about the Fairview game. Highlands went up to Fairview on Saturday, up to Erie, had an overnight trip, and a 34-point turnaround from the game here last year.
2 turnovers in the first quarter, Mike. 9 for the game. Did a great job. Got up early, and that was a well-schooled Fairview team. They did a great job. Very impressive. And everybody up in Erie said the same thing. They never saw a team hustle for every loose ball, play defense with the intensity Highlands is. That's the brand that Coach wanted coming in here. He's got that reputation now. Everything should be uphill from here.
Now, Dean, we mentioned it was an overnight trip. I know you like that.
I love overnight trips. Everybody says, well, they go up there, they get a good night's rest. They don't get a good night's rest. All they do is stay up all night and play games and have a good old time. But what happens, Mike, I call it bonding time. They get together, they get to play the games, get to have fun with each other. Everybody said the same thing. The best part of the trip was they got to practice at Gannon University on that big floor. They got to see what the big schools were like, and it was a great trip for them. And I think we're going to see big things here tonight.
And Coach got to tell them all about his exploits at Gannon, too, I'm sure.
No doubt about it. He was a big star up there.
All right, Dean. Well, that'll wrap up the pregame show tonight. It's the Valley Vikings and the Highlands Golden Rams. Tip-off's coming up right after this.
Let's take a look at the starting lineup for the Valley Vikings. They will start number 4, Sean Demharder, 5'9" sophomore. His dad was a Highlands graduate. He went to the other side of the river. Number 10, Justice Ray, a 6'2" junior. 5'9" senior, number 11, Ed Guard, Dayon Lloyd. He played a lot of basketball against Highlands over the years. Also a 5'10" senior, number 24, Oman Carter. And Mark Foe will start a freshman at 5'10", number 35, Deontay Ross. And again, trying to get some young kids some experience here, and it's been a tough year for the Vikings. They come in 0-4 in section, 1-9 overall, averaging 41 points a game. And again, just a lot of inexperience on that offensive set, giving up 60 a game. Boy, they had a tough Christmas tournament. They had to go to Newcastle, play not only Newcastle, had to play Quad A Armstrong. They brought those two. Now for Highlands Golden Rams, they come in 7-3. They'll start number 1, Ryan Bodo, 5'11" junior. He averages 12 points a game, 74% from the foul line. Number 2, Jamison Lee, 6' senior, averages 17 per game, 75% from the foul line. Number 5, Lamar McCamey, a senior, 6'3". He's going to get a start tonight. Levante Martin's a little under the weather. He averages 5 a game, 67% from the foul line. R.J. Rigger, a junior, 6 foot, averages 5 points a game. He is 100% from the foul line, perfect this year. And number 30, the leading scorer, a junior, 6'2", Mitch Nazor, averages 20 points a game, 74% from the foul line. And the Rams come in tonight 3-1 in conference, 7-3 overall. They're averaging 73 points a game, only giving up 57. And again, the Golden Rams, great Christmas vacation, winning the St. Joseph's Christmas tournament, defeating Cheswood Christian Academy and St. Joe's handily. And then again on January 2nd, they went up to Fairview and they defeated Fairview easily, 70-41, a 29-point win by the Golden Rams. And Mike, you have some very interesting stats we're going to get to later on. Margins of victory for the Golden Rams versus margins of defeat.
It's been crazy, Dean,
and I got the other side. Wait till you hear what some of these other teams have done close game-wise. Referees tonight, we got Scott Fody, Rick Bralick, and Tim Tyler, a veteran official tour.
Yes, they are. We are underway at Ram Arena. The Rams in the home whites moving left to right. The Vikings in the traveling black uniforms. This is Jamison Nee with the basketball. Now Boda right side.
Straight man-to-man to start.
Dump it down to McCamey. His shot was blocked, and the rebound taken out by Dayon Lloyd. We've seen a lot of Dayon Lloyd over the years.
Yeah, we mentioned that in the introductions, Mike. He's been around for a while.
This is Deontay Ross. He's a freshman, number 35. Now it pops up on Justice Ray with Rieger on him out near the timeline.
Coach Foot tells me they have a lot of individual talent, Mike. They're trying to put together as a team, and there's a turnover.
Steal by Boda at midcourt. Boda drives in, and Boda draws the foul. I think it's going to be a shooting foul. Boda will go to the line here at the 7:18 mark. You'll be able to hear Mark Foe tonight.
Yeah,
he's much like his dad in that regard, who, of course, was a longtime assistant for Les Shoop Defo.
Last year when we played, he was expecting his second child, and he was going to run out of gym at any time.
Right.
The girl turns 1 this week, so it was close.
Boda makes the first. Ryan Boda, 77% from the line. The Rams are outstanding from the foul line. The Highlands and Pitt are great from the foul line. What does this world come to?
Up to 74% from the line now. Boda cans both of them. Mark has a 4-year-old son also, Mike.
2-0 Highlands. Vikings come in 1-9, 0-4 in section. Going back to last year, we have a backcourt foul. Back to last year, Valley has lost 14 of their last 16 games. And the struggles continue for Mark Foe in his 3rd season.
And Mike, he lost, like I said, 2 kids to football scholarships. It's tough.
Sean Demharder starting. I'm going to guess you mentioned him in the intros at the Highlands connection he has.
Yep, his dad called Chunk. Yeah, he's a funny guy. I love that guy.
He is. Kicked it out to the corner, and Nee lets a 3 go. It's a dipper, in and out, no good. Rebound Ross for the Vikings. 2-0 Highlands. No one's made a basket yet.
3rd turnover,
Mike. Knocked it loose. Desort on the run, outlays it in.
He tried to draw that foul, Mike. You see that?
4-0 Highlands early on. Stolen by Nee backcourt. Nee drives to the basket. High off the glass. Was looking for some contact. Good save by McCamey. Desort puts it in. And quickly, Mark Foe wants to talk it over as the Rams lead at 6-0 and have come out with a flourish here in the early going.
4 Highlands turnovers. You mentioned Jamison Nee. Let's talk about Brian for a second. Are you ready for that new home edition? First of the year. Great time to get it done. Kitchen, bathroom, or game room. They make the licensed professional at B&E Home Renovations your first and only call. B&E's top priority is customer service. Their experienced local crew guarantees your job will be completed on time, exactly the way you want it. Visit their website today at beanehomerenovations.com for money-saving offers on their already reasonable prices. Give Brian a call at 724-351-3172 for a free estimate. B&E Home Renovations, where the B is always busy.
Indeed. So Mark Foe uses his first time out to try to slow down the runaway freight train, and we've seen that a few times in the games that the Rams have played, and the amount of blowouts, both ways really. That's a kickball.
Now they're going to call a foul, I think. Let's see.
I thought he just kicked it, but Tim Tyler back there.
Maybe you're right, Mike. Yep, they're just going to call a kick on that. Had a good talk with John Mason about shooting, Mike. You can talk for hours with him. We'll get a chance. I want to get into some of the things he's teaching Jamison Nee and also
Nee.
R.J. Rieger and Mitch Cesaro work with Ryan Boda too. He works with all of our shooters.
Nee stole it through the pass there that he thought Ryan was going to zig, and he zagged instead. But that would have made for an easy basket. That's for certain. Here's Ross. Ross drives in, got free, kicked it back out to Lloyd. Valley hasn't gotten close to the basket yet. Lloyd, nice runner by Dayon. He puts it in. That's his first basket of the night. And the Vikings break the ice at 5:54.
Mike Danley averaged 41 points a game. They struggled offensively all year.
Nee for 3, in and out, dipper. No Rams on the boards.
Open, deep cut, fire!
Lloyd now into a double team. Right side for Ray. His jumper's off the back rim, no good. Rebound, Rieger had it, lost it, but Nee got it for Highlands. Lead it out to Desort. What a great job he did to save that pass, but he threw it away. Demharder stole it on the baseline.
Open!
Demharder works it to Lloyd.
Open.
4-point Highlands lead.
Justice.
Lloyd dribbles out of traffic. Now got it to Demharder. Out to Carter. Carter's pass into the lane is stolen away by Desort. How many is that now? 5. Knee. Glass. Good. First basket for Jamison, averaging 17. 8-2 Highlands. And now we have a foul. It's going to be a charging foul. Out of control was Deontay Ross, put the 360 in, and Rick Bralick with the call.
Finally happened, Mike. 8th graders. We had somebody take a charge for us.
Finally?
Yep.
You got to be happy about that.
Ronnie took a charge. I ran my suicide and survived. I did it in front of the whole crowd because it was a scrimmage. I said I'd take it in a scrimmage.
8-2 Highlands. Knee. Oh, nice dump down to McCamey. Kicked it back out to Boda. The way they share the ball. Rieger for 3. Yes. R.J. Rieger. His first of the night. And it's 11-2. And they can do it to you so fast. We talked about this at St. Joe's last week.
And there you see the pressure on the press, Mike.
It can happen in a hurry.
Yep.
Now another kick by Lamar McCamey. He's obviously trying out for the soccer team. Now Levante back in the game. Looks like Levante might be 40 at home nowadays. Is this the key?
We don't know. Yes, and he just smiles when we ask what number are you tonight.
Well, he's in there. He did not start tonight. He's feeling under the weather, so.
He actually, Mike, did not even make the trip, the overnight trip. He showed up for the game, but they went home.
Rieger tried to dump it down to Desort, and it went off of Mitch's hands out of bounds. Well, that's amazing, though. So he didn't play at all, you're saying?
He played, but he didn't stay overnight. Yeah. He didn't want to get the other kids sick. So.
It was quite an impressive win. I mean, winning that one 71-40 when they lost 53-50 here a year ago. 34-point turnaround. That's amazing.
And then a kid named Coles, Mike, he had 16 the year before. He had no points. Shut up. Nice steal right there.
Great job by the Rams to steal it, and Desort finishes.
Defense's best friend, Mike, that mid-court line. They took advantage of it there.
13-2.
Boy, they want to stop there all night. They're not going to do anything, Mike.
No. Now, especially
it's the third defender.
That line is not your friend. Now putting up a wild shot was Carter, left-handed. Missed it. Desort the rebound. But he gets shut off nicely there by Nigel Rogers. Desort's open for Rogers open for 3. Rieger missed it. Tip no good. Rebound McCamey. Boda 3 ball up down. 5 for Ryan Boda. 16-2.
You sound like you're married with 3 kids there, mate. You call everybody's name.
Yeah.
Trust me, my mother always did that.
Deontay Ross with a 3. It's off the rim, no good. Rebound. Martin tipped it out. Lloyd took it. Dipper.
Oh, that's walking.
Coming down hard was Justice Ray. He traveled.
Yep.
Tyler Grosholz and Jamison Knee back into the Highlands lineup. Lamar McCamey and Ryan Boda will get a rest. 3:07 left first quarter. Highlands 16, Valley 2.
Valley's lone win of the year, Mike. St. Joe's, they beat them by 19. It's pretty impressive.
Alex Ward, number 3 for Valley in the lineup for the first time.
I mentioned while we announced the starting lineups that what a tough tournament they had to play Chris. And nice job by Rieger to follow that.
Won't go. He tried to get the rebound. He stepped on the baseline, and the Rams unable to control it at the 2:52 mark.
Lost to Newcastle and Armstrong in that tournament. Like their other non-section losses were Ringgold, Charleroi, Cannon McMillan. And in section, Mars, Knock, Freeport, and Deer Lakes beat them.
Well, that was very close to over and back.
There we go.
And now double dribble call against Nigel Rogers. The trouble with it, and this Rams pressure is just and the quickness of those 3 guards and the way they can shoot. It's causing a lot of teams trouble.
Yep. I told my kids last night, Mike, to watch West Virginia and their pressure. They call them Press Virginia.
Out to the corner. 3 balls drained by Rieger. He's hit 2 early on. RJ likes it outside that arc.
As I said in the pregame, Mike, you want to have your team have an identity. And Highland's identity right now, Coach Tyler Stosh has worked very hard. Sachinsky to get this as they play hard. And that's their trademark. Just like West Virginia, they call them Press Virginia. They know they're going to press. Then as this team's going to play defense and play hard.
The great thing about Huggins is when he took over and he had a team that was built for zone and 1-3-1, he played it. He's able to adjust it depending upon the talent he has. That's what makes him such a good coach.
There.
Yeah, it is. Martin gets caught out high on Ben Ritchie, and that might be something from football left over there.
Yes,
I don't know.
I think so.
So Ritchie will shoot a pair.
I always say, Mike, the good coaches say, here's my style of depth. The great coaches say, here's my talent, I'll adapt.
Ritchie misses the first. 1:57 left of the first quarter. John Martinka's in for the first time tonight. Also, McCamey back in for Highlands. 19-2. Highlands off to a quick start, and that's been their forte. They led 24-8 after the first quarter at Fairview on Saturday. Second by Ritchie's off the back rim. We'll get a lane violation.
Yeah, he jumped over the line.
On his own self.
Yep.
Amon Carter back in for Ritchie.
Mike, I sent you the stats. Did you see the entry numbers on Mitch DeZort and Levante Martin?
In what way?
Mitch DeZort, 200 points on the button.
Yeah.
Levante, 100 on the button.
Yeah, and Levante 10 points a game, Mitch 20 points a game. Exactly. It's easy to figure out when you play 10.
Yeah.
Nee steps into a three. It's a dipper. Martinka the rebound. Martinka back up and in. Well, that puts him over his average.
Yeah, I was going to say, Dom, not known for scoring.
21-2.
Second best of the year for Dom.
Now, the more players they can get meaningful time, the better. This is Demharder with a jumper. Baseline, he drains it.
Only a 2, though.
21-4. And when they get Timmons back, they'll be all the stronger. Groshol's nice dump. And there is Martin for his first 2 of the night. 23-4.
There's 2 guys that don't play a lot together, Mike, and it's a nice combination.
Lloyd's going to he's going to sleep well tonight, Dayon. That's for sure. Now nearly a steal by Martin. They battle for it on the floor. Jump ball. Martinka in there battling hard. Valley will get it.
Yep, Valley will get that.
Deontay Ross back in. So it looks like Coach Foe's moving 8 in and out.
Let's go, line.
We had a nice conversation with, I know we each did separately with Defoe, Mark's dad, before the game, and he said he's putting Florida off a while to help out.
Post. Square up.
All of us veterans, Mike, they're getting us back into it. We work cheap, that's why.
Yeah, because you like to do it. That's the whole key. This is Lloyd. Hands it off to Demharder. Oh, that bounce pass is stolen by Martin. Martin kicks it ahead. It's going to go out of bounds. Now, that could have been a kickball, too, I think. But it didn't look like one was going to be called. I think they were going to let that go. Yeah. 45 seconds left of the first quarter. Highlands 23-4. Highlands has played only 2 games all season decided by less than 10 points.
Amazing the numbers.
They've won 1 and they've lost 1.
Well, the point differential this year, Mike, is 15 points. It hasn't been that for a while, huh?
No, it's been a few years.
Averaging 73, giving up 58.
Here's Demharder now, up to Lloyd. Ross was covered by Nee in the corner. Now it's loose, and Martin just reached in with the long arms. Oh, great play by McCamey to get that and lay it in. Boy, that was a great job to receive that pass.
Tough pass to catch him.
It was behind him.
Yep.
25-4, 5 seconds. The Vikings have to be aware of the clock now at 3. I'm not sure that they are. Demharder is off the rim, and that's the end of a great first quarter for Highlands. They came out, did what they wanted. It's Highlands 25 and Valley 4.
Very impressive.
Joe Lucchino and his son Joseph would like to welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group. It's a brand new name, but the same great services the Lucchinos have been providing the AK Valley for decades. Still affiliated with New York Life, the Lucchinos can now expand your investment and insurance needs to incorporate some of the biggest names in the industry while still giving you the peace of mind that comes with hometown service. They're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection. Or you can call Joe at 724-224-8908 or Joseph at 412-818-7398. Why wait? Let the Lucchinos put you on the road to financial stability today.
Now, Mike, 25-4, and again, scoring distribution. Rigger has 6. DeZort has 6. McCamey has 2. Nee has 2. Ryan Boda has 5. Levante Martin has 2. And Lamar McCamey has 2. Martinka 2 also.
In the Rams' 3 games over the holidays, the 3 non-section games, they outscored their opponents 250 to 124. That's 73-41 average. Woo.
And that's defense, Mike. 41 points.
Here's Nee. Oh, great look, and there's Martin, but he missed the layup. Rams going to get it back. Yeah, they battle for it, and Valley will get it. Now a line change.
Yep, 4 new players. Pierce Rouse getting his first action.
It's the Nick Bonino line. No. Backcourt for Alex Ward. He wears 3, and this is Deontay Ross, the freshman. Lloyd now brings it across. Lloyd throws up a wild left-hander, and it goes off the rim. Bend it off.
Look at this, Mike.
Desort's ahead of the back, but now he's 1-on-2. He's going to score anyway and draw the foul.
Mitch Desort, Mike, great timing, loves to draw the contact, gets his 8th of the night, and he'll go to the line.
So Desort shooting 74%. Desort 74, Knee 75, Boda 77. We talked about that earlier in the season, that's how it was going to be.
They have come through big time.
28-4. Here's Lloyd now. Against the triple team. He's in big trouble back there. Now he works it across. They should have numbers. Got it across to Ray, and now the Rams knock it out of bounds. With Justice Ray caught that. He needed to turn around. He had a 2-on-1 down low, and you got to go.
And you really never want a triple team, Mike. I always tell the third guy in, there's no place for you. We got the guy locked down. Find somebody else. You're not going to help triple. And they did find the open man that time. Ooh, we come close.
That could have been a foul on Amon Carter, but I think that was a good no call. We've played a minute here in the quarter. This is Ross. The freshman drains a 3 from deep on the right wing. 28-7. Rams by 3 touchdowns. Here's Desort out of the corner. His 3 short. Rouse over the back.
Yep. Position foul there. Mike, Friday night's going to be elementary night. We're going to have all the elementary teams. We've got outstanding 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade teams. Mike Foster's coaching the 1, Steve Bielek's coaching the 4th grade, I believe, and Danny Timmons coaching the 6th grade. So they're going to be here Friday night, and they're going to lead the team onto the floor. And it's just exciting to know that, the program's developing under Coach Stosh. And again, not only do we have good numbers, Mike, they're good players.
Good players, too, yeah.
And you get guys like Steve Bielek, who has coaching experience down there helping out. That's going to build the program on the top. It's like the good old days, and John Mason used to be down here.
Nearly a steal by McCamey backward. Now he does, and now they're going to call the foul on Cuz on the floor. It'll be his first. Team foul number 4 against the Rams. Valley's committed 3 early on. Highlands leading at 28-7 at 6:44 left of the first quarter, or first half.
I don't get enough basketball, Mike. Saturday I went down to see Duquesne play, and disappointed that Mike could not make it that game. He had a really bad swollen ankle. Hurt himself against Georgia Tech. Look at Cuz just pound that ball at the floor.
Nice save by Ray, though. I saw his mom here tonight. She said that he's iffy for tomorrow. They're playing at Davidson. They're going to fly down in the morning and hope he plays.
I saw it was swelled up really bad. She showed me a picture. It's always tough the day after.
Right.
He fought through it at the Georgia Tech game, and next day.
Ross is fouled by Pierce Rouse. And that'll be
Pierce gets 2 quick ones.
2 quick ones, yeah. Anytime Fitness at the Highlands Mall in Natrona Heights is the place for fitness. The name says it all. Work out when you want, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Anytime Fitness has everything you need. Free weights, cardio, circuit equipment, personal training, even tanning and private showers. And remember, your membership entitles you to access to thousands of clubs worldwide at no extra cost. First one is missed by Ross. Let Mark, John, and Debbie help you take that first step to a better you by stopping in today for a free tour. Visit AnytimeFitness.com or give them a call at 724-224-2956 and get 2016 started with the greatest gift of all, good health.
Now, Mike, you're one of those dedicated outside walkers.
I made it the last 2 days in the 20s. Yeah, I got out, though.
Not me. That's why I head up to Anytime Fitness. I get on my little elliptic machine and watch TV.
Last year, between machines and walking, I put in 5,300 miles. There's a 3 by Desort.
And that's impressive, too. He's got dozens.
12 for Mitch, 31-8. Those 50 pounds are never coming back.
Did the Fitbit tell you that?
No, I have an app. It's called Map My Walk.
Oh, there you go.
And it gives you distances and things along those lines. So.
Tony Kornheiser's are big in all that technology.
Yeah, he is. Tony said, if you want to walk more, walk more.
Boom.
Wide open, Boda drains a 3.
And Mike, if you watch that on replay, you can rewind it since you're at goldenrams.com.
Steal.
Another steal.
By knee. But the Vikings are going to chase it down backcourt.
That's the great thing about having it on the internet, Mike. You can stop them, you can watch them again.
That's great coaching by Mark Foe.
Yeah,
they were going to be in trouble. The best thing for Valley to do there would have let that ball go out of bounds so they could have inbounded it.
Yep.
And he saw that they were going to have trouble. He called the timeout. Smart move on his part. Glenn Mills is here tonight, by the way. I see him over there with Rose.
And Glenn Mills, Mike, just donated trophies to me for my tournament. And this Thursday, if you're seeing this on the internet, 4:30, my 8th grade team plays Borough, and we're going to honor Matthew Watts. Mike, he's one of the kids had some health issues. Going to be made an honorary captain. Glenn made a shirt up for him. It's a beautiful shirt. We're going to make him an honorary captain. Glenn, to his credit, donates the shirt. Just that kind of guy, always helps out with the community. Him and Rose have done this for years for us, and we really appreciate him. You can appreciate him, too. He's located at 1605 Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. He's been serving our local sports teams and our great sports fans for over 5 decades. When it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. I'm getting my toque this week. It's cold enough for me to get to it. Team uniforms, trophies, you name it, they do it at B&J Sports. Stop in and see him or give him a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Mike got a nice pit.
I got a pit one for my birthday, which is we both have birthdays right before Christmas, so what you don't get there, you double dip. So I got that for my birthday, and it's cold enough.
I got my old greasy.
I got the nice pit toque with the tassel on the top. I'm very happy with that. Next, I'm going to need to get a pit toque with the script on it because they're going to go to that for everything next year. There's a foul on the floor. It's going to be on Martin.
Mine is thin-slated, Mike. Are they talking about my hair or the hat?
Hip to hip. Nigel and Isaiah.
Believe me, I need it with this hair.
That's the first on Martin. Team foul number 6 against Highlands. So Valley will go into the bonus the rest of the way. Isaiah Mangles, number 30. He's in the ball game right now. And he tried to get the
back door there. Nothing doing.
Couldn't get it. Ross has it, though, and Ross puts it in high off the glass. That's 6 points for the freshman. He's a leading scorer. 34-10. Knee right side. Runner, yes. So smooth.
Yep.
His second basket, 4th point. 36-10. Now Mangle worked it down to Ross again. Baseline, off the glass and good. All of his points in the second quarter, all 8 of them.
8 freshmen, very
36-12. Desort for 3. Back rim no good. Rebound knee, tipped it. But it comes to Ross again. Boy, Ross showing some skills. Now the Vikings in trouble backcourt, and Lloyd comes back to get it and beats the timeline.
And Mike, he's a thick 5'10", too, for
he
a freshman.
Tipped it out of there, but comes back to Valley. And a steal by Desort with his quick hands. Desort looks for help. Boda's not going to get there. Threw it out of bounds.
Only the 3rd Highlands turnover, Mike. So in the last 2 games, I should say, they've only had 2 turnovers in the first quarter.
And it's even the more amazing considering how fast a pace they play at.
And you see that's what they're trying to do, Mike, trying to speed Valley up, and Valley's trying to be patient. It's the old story, who controls the tempo, and right now it's the Golden Rams leading 36-12 here.
Here's trivia for you. Valley hasn't made the playoffs since 2011. You know who the coach was?
Catch it square.
Vern Benson.
That is not correct. Ross missed it in his one and only season.
Oh, yeah. I can see him. Cheatham.
Anthony Cheatham. Yep. That's the last time they made it.
Pairs justice.
Lloyd will key it in.
I said Vern, Mike, because his son Ian's on the bench for the.
Yeah, he's a coach and a JV head coach.
And we did Mark's games when he was out at Knock too, so you know we're getting up there when we're doing games of the coaches.
Mark's dad, D, was the JV coach there and the top assistant to Les Shoot for many, many years.
They had some great teams.
They did.
Mike? And there were wars down here. I remember, I still say in that corner where Kenny almost got trampled when he hit the shot at the last second. And let's talk about career training. Okay, Mike?
You moved.
I smell of new rugs.
Yeah, very nice.
Everything's beautiful down there. You got to see it to believe it, Mike. They've really renovated everything. Very impressive what they did in a short period of time. Career Training Academy, again, you seniors can get out there. You want to learn the skills, you need to start a career in a high-demand field of health. You can do it in less than a year. Again, they've been serving you for over 35 years. Just left 5th Avenue, Kent, now Lower Borough. And again, get careers in medical or dental assisting, medical building or coding or massage therapy. Call them today, ask for Carrie at 724-337-1000. Your careers awaiting at Career Training Academy, Hillcrest Plaza now in Lower Borough.
And a foul on Highlands. Drieger missed a 3.
McCamey going to get his second.
And that is 2 on Lamar. And Valley will go to the other end and shoot the 1-and-1. 3:52 left first half. Highlands 36, Valley 14. And again, it's Deontay Ross, who's just been tremendous here in this quarter.
Yes. Kids are excited about career training, Mike, because you know why? We're next door to Subway, and you can smell the bread.
Even better. In and out on the first of the 1-and-1, and a save by Groschel's. Got it in there. Deshort the other way. Deshort stole it from behind.
Boy, guess who?
By Ross.
I am impressed with this freshman.
You bet. Ross with a crossover move against Martinka. Drives it in, and a charging foul.
R.J. Rieger takes his second charge, Mike.
Good job, Didi.
Highlands has won 5 straight against Valley. The last Valley win was on January 8th of 2013. They won 50-49 here. Phil Cope's first win as Valley head coach.
Is that right?
And that was the year that Highlands only won 1 game, and that would have been at Valley later that season. Highlands has won 6 consecutive games at
Nice
Valley.
move by Nee.
And he's got 6, and it's 38-14.
Right down Broadway, Mike.
Highlands hasn't lost at Valley since December of 2008. What do you call that?
We like it down there.
That's the Trensky beatdown game.
I'll
Shorten
never
the
forget that.
pass.
We saw that one coming in the gym, Mike.
That's the game that Mike Trensky had just transferred from Valley to Highlands, and they were waiting down there. And that was one fired up crew.
And that's the year we went down to
And Vern Benson was still coaching there then, yeah?
Yep.
Sean Demharder at the line. He's got 2 points. They both came in the first quarter. And again, they missed the front end of the 1-and-1. That was Desort's second foul, by the way. Well, Groschel's had a 3 but didn't take it. Now he'll take the runner instead and can it. Tyler's first 2 of the night, and it's 40-14. 26-point Highlands lead, their biggest.
They're picking up the dribbles.
Oh, Boda
Yep.
intercepted the pass and laid it in. He's got 10.
You can't pick up your dribble until you know what you're going to do with it, Mike.
42-14. Backcourt, Boda steals it again. They can't break the press. Groschels, no. And he lost it.
Coach, you said Justice?
Ward the rebound.
Get somebody open, Oman. Screen somebody.
In case you missed that,
Get somebody open, Justice.
Isaiah Mango's going in for Alex.
There's a shove. There got to be a foul there. No
Them
call.
harder down, no call.
Wow.
Just a turnover. So Valley will change 3. They'll bring in Mangle, Ritchie, and Rogers. Ward, Demharder, and Justice Reyes now. 2:30 left first half. Highlands with a big lead, 42-14. 6 of their 7 wins have been by at least 25 points. Their only other one was a 5-point when they got it out against Knock here. That's Nee. He's got 8 early on.
On the other hand, Mike, there's Manessa. You hear about them?
No.
They're ranked number 1 in single A, right? They played 5 quad A teams. Can you believe that? Talk about a tough schedule.
High off the glass. Shot by Lloyd misses, and Knee's going to push it. Knee back all the way through. Lays it up and in.
They better get a timeout.
As Bill Raftery would say, there's a little lingerie on the court after that one.
Now check this out, Mike. 4 of those games went overtime. They played North Allegheny, Upper St. Clair, Char Valley, Franklin Regional. That's Murderers Row.
Goodness.
Yep. 4 of those games went overtime. They're 1-3 in those overtime.
But-
Can you imagine that? A single A team taking teams like that in overtime? Wow.
We'll talk about the Bouchers, dedicated licensed professionals protecting your family at Nationwide Insurance. We put members first because we don't have shareholders. Mel and John at the Boucher Agency want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. Join the nation that cares. Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, at 724-224-4300. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side. 1:58 left first half, 46-14. Highlands in the lead.
Facing a crowd on Mike. Jerry is from Fox Chapel. He runs the clock for them. You've met him a few times.
Nice move in the lane by Rogers, but he couldn't finish, and Martin got the rebound.
Fox Chapel went far in the playoffs last year, Mike. They're 3-7 this year.
Oh, Groschel's with a
Nice
behind-the-back move!
How you like that?
Goodness gracious! Where's he been hiding that one?
I always tell the kids there's a time and a place for that. That was the time, and that was the place. Nice job by Tyler. Mike, you're exactly right. He saves that. You don't show that until you need it.
Go screen.
He did there, and great job.
Here's Mangle now. Kicked it back out. Oh, Boda. He can't believe he didn't get it. Block shot by Grosholz again. And Martinka has it. Lead it out to Desort.
There's a foul.
Desort's in trouble. The look on Mitch's face right there is priceless.
He got caught in the old spinorama,
Oh, it's like, what do I got to do to get a call?
Exactly. Anyways, Mike, Fox Chapel, they're 3-7. 7 of their losses have come by an average of 5 points. Can you believe that?
Jeez.
And in 4 of those games, it was 4 points or less. So we got the other hand, 25-point victories. They're losing by an average of 4.
Rieger.
Another easy steal
with
there.
The step in front. Rieger all the way in, and he got hammered.
Yep.
RJ will shoot 2 at 52 seconds left first half. Highlands leading at 48-14.
They're on pace at 100 again, Mike. Last
got it
time we
once.
were here, right?
The last home game, yeah.
Yep.
Haven't lost here, 2-0 here. Back to defending home court. Remember that long winning streak they had in Rich Falter's end of Rich Falter's career here.
RJ missed the foul shot. Stop the presses.
Seriously. RJ this year, 4 for 4. Now he's only shooting a paltry 80%.
They actually have stopped the press when you think about it, Mike.
In McKeesport, they did completely. Rieger hits the second
one.
That's 7 for RJ at 6 in the first quarter, 49-14. With the free throw shooting is really going to come in handy down the stretch and in playoff time. And to think about it, your 3 best free throw shooters, Boda, Nee, and Desort, account for nearly 3/4 of the attempts. That's
what you want to have, Mike. Ball in the right guy's hands.
40 seconds left of the first half. Dem Harder lets a 3 go. It's off the rim, no good. That's been said once or twice in this building. Rebound Highlands. Crossover move by Boda, and he had it blocked by Ross. That young man has shown up tonight.
He sure has, Mike. He's got a little quick break. He's out there doing a good job.
10 points all in the second quarter. That's 10 of their 14. Grosholz. Rams got to be aware of the clock now. 25 seconds. They also have the arrow.
Nice pump fake.
Knee around the man. A little short jumper is missed, and Mangle has the rebound. 20 seconds left of the first half. Mangle around the man. Needs some help. Kicked it back out top for Ray. Now Ross. 10 seconds. Back to Ray. Mangle. 5 seconds.
Look how that defense pushed him out, Mike.
Great defense by Boda.
No idea.
They're never going to shoot it. It's too late. That was great defense by Boda and the Rams as a whole as the first half comes to an end, and it was all Highlands. At the end of the first half here at Ram Arena with the score, Highlands 49, Valley 14. Take a timeout. We'll be back right after this. All right, back at halftime. Highlands leading it 49-14. And I know you noticed the snow out there this week. It's finally come. We had single-digit temperatures. Roads getting a little slick in places. A lot of accidents the other day. You need to get into Highland Tire and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1923. That's 23 consecutive years. Their dedicated service team will take care of your needs with a level of professionalism seldom seen in the tire industry. Visit HighlandTire.com for directions to the Highland Tire location nearest you. Or you can give them a call. Call the Trenham location, 724-224-9222. Or Natrona Heights at 724-224-7900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price, we deliver. And Dean, you deliver some numbers for me.
Okay, here we go. First half stats, Ryan Boda, 10 points for the Golden Rams. RJ Rieger in with 7. Levante Martin has 2. Mitch Desort, a dozen. Dahl Martinka, 2. Lamar McCamey, 2. Tyler Gorshall, 4. And Jamison Nee also with 10. And again, Valley, they've been led by the outstanding freshman Deontay Ross with 9.
Rams move right to left here in the second half, dressed in the home whites.
You realize, Mike, he has over half their points.
He does. More than that. Kick back out. That's Desort. 3 ball is down. Mitch Desort with 15. And the Rams lead at 52-14.
We may be dismissed early tonight.
Yeah, I was telling Jason that. I said we're going to get this one in under an hour.
1:30.
Desort picks up his third. By the way, that's 71% of the Valley points for Deontay Ross.
There you go.
If he goes, go to the middle.
I used the calculator.
I was going to say, how'd you do that?
You could do that in your head, I'm sure.
Move the ball.
Would have been too much with the play. Ross, air ball.
McCamey.
One or the other, Lamar.
Decision, yep.
Yeah, one or the other. You let it go or get it. And now Boda's going to draw the foul on Justice Ray in the backcourt. That'll be his first.
Try and get a layup, a paint touch.
52-14. The magic number is 40, of course. And the Rams are one basket away from turning on the mercy clock.
And once it starts, it doesn't turn off.
Again, 6 of their 7 wins have come by at least 25 points.
See both, Dee. See both.
And this will be 7 out of 8.
See both. Head on a swivel.
Won't be so easy Friday. Here's Desort out of the corner.
Burrow Bucks coming to time.
Desort with a runner. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, McCamey with the tap.
Yep.
And there's the mercy clock, 54-14.
Makes it tough to break 100, though, Mike.
It does. And they had that against Cheswick and St. Joe's, really. Rieger picked up the foul. That's the first foul on RJ.
And injuries. God forbid.
Rick Bralick giving the instructions to Kerry Cordes with his Kerry, of course, and Bill Heasley with fingers on buttons there to make sure the clock goes. Nice move by Ross again. He's got 12. 12 out of 16. Stosh wants to talk it over at the magic number remaining. 6:13 to go third quarter. 54-16 Highlands, and give you plenty of time in a quick mercy rule game to go get something to eat.
Mike, I was there for New Year's Eve.
Okay.
My wife was nice enough to let me watch those stinky football
They weren't
games.
good. Everything was good by me because I got every one of them right.
Well, I'll tell you what, they were down 40% because, unlike my wife, most of the wives said, you're going to take me out to dinner. If you want a great meal, go to the Anchor in the Trona Heights, Freeport Road. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue the family tradition. Started way back in 1953. I did have the Anchor burger. My wife also did too. She wanted a good hamburger. Nothing best than the Anchor Inn. No reservation needed. Kitchen's open until 11, so make sure to stop by the Anchor Inn after the game to discuss the Rams' push for the playoffs. It's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road in Detroit Heights. Welcome aboard.
Starting with the Alabama game, I've gotten every bowl game right. All the ones on New Year's Day and everything after that, except for the TCU comeback. Can you believe I had that one taken from me? I'd have everything right after that.
I was on the wrong side of that one too, Mike.
And Mark Helford should have not been allowed on the plane after that. They should have got Chip Kelly's number and called him. So why don't you come back? A little Back to the Future action. Boda missed it. Rebound. Ross is on the baseline.
I don't know who they missed more, the quarterback or the center.
But I'll tell you what, when that quarterback, Adams, was not playing for Oregon, they weren't good at all. But when he was playing, they were one of the best teams in the country. And you can't figure he's that good. He transferred from like Eastern Washington. It's not like he was a highly touted recruit.
But remember, they had some bad snaps too. Their first center went down.
Desort all the way to the basket. Left-handed missed it. Rebound, McCamey. Out to Boda. Here it comes. Off the rim. And off the stanchion. It's out of bounds and belongs to Valley at 5:11.
Clock will stop on fouls and injuries, Mike, or referee instruction.
Rams trying to win their 4th in a row tonight and move them to 8-3, 4-1 in section. Also tonight, Mars is at Deer Lakes, Freeport at Hampton, and Knock, as you mentioned earlier, is visiting the Burrow Bucks.
That's a big one, Mike, tonight for the Burrow Bucks because the Knock and Burrow are tied at 2-2. They're fighting for that 4th playoff spot right now. Mars, Highlands, Hampton have the first 3.
Yeah, that appears to be what it is. And you figure Freeport will still have a chance to get themselves back in it, but that'd be about it. Here's McCamey.
Instead it's a turnover, 15th. Highlands only committing 4 tonight.
Knee with a runner off the heel. Rebound Ross. Looked like he might have walked with it, but got away with it. Forecourt. Alex Ward, corner to Ross. His three's on the way. Oh, in and out. Took a peek. Rebound Rieger. Right side, McCamey. Junior Mark Foe before he even put the ball on the floor. He yelled charge. That's what you call trying to buy the call.
Yeah, didn't get the call there.
Amon Carter picks up the foul. Now, is Amon Carter Denzel's brother?
That's a good question. If you remember, Denzel spent a year with us, Mike.
His senior season, right? And on senior night, he was announced as Denzel Washington. Which, by the way, Dick Vitale did it to Denzel Valentine last night. He called him Denzel Washington. I said, I am not alone.
That's good company.
I am not alone. I met Dick Vitale once.
At the Broken Egg?
No, it wasn't Florida, though. Met him at a Pirate game at McKechnie Field, yeah. That was in 1987. Ross picked up the foul. That was 1987. That was when Dick Vitale was just beginning to be
Dick Vitale. He did that game last night, triple overtime.
With Brent?
Yeah, he had
the
a ball.
Sunshine Boys were going at it, yeah.
Both 76 years old.
I loved it.
They were on.
Did you watch the whole thing, didn't
Yes.
you? Wasn't that a great basketball game?
And that's a January basketball game, Mike. And they say that, college basketball games don't matter till the tournament.
Well, that was appointment viewing for me. I mean, if the Penguins would have been on, I would have probably watched the hockey game. No, I would have watched the hockey game, but it was in a good place, so I gave it a shot, and it was fantastic from the time they threw the ball in the air.
Mike, I counted. There were 35 games on Saturday, basketball games.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
I watched none of them. I watched some of the Duquesne game until I found out Michael wasn't playing, and I couldn't stand the color guy.
Who was doing the game, Mike?
Ryan Burr, who used to be in Pittsburgh on Fox and KBL and Root or whatever it is, fouls on Dayon Lloyd. And John Adams did color. That's the guy that is the official, the guy they go to for the official rulings during the NCAA tournament. He was out of his element.
Okay. I was at the game, so I didn't hear anything.
Grosholz missed everything but a three. Knee worked it into Desort. Nothing. Battle. Desort will get this one.
Yep.
Mitch is going to make sure he finally got that up and in. 58-16.
Saw Bill Beckner at the Duquesne game.
That's good.
Old buddy. Yeah.
Alex Ward, 3-ball. He drains it. Alex first basket, second three for Valley tonight. Only the fourth Valley player to score. And Stosh wants a timeout here to talk things over a quickie. Try to get their attention again. 58-19. Either way, it's hard to keep your full attention on what you're supposed to be doing right in a game like this. 2:44 left of the third quarter.
Mike, rumor mill swirling around that Robbie Carmody will not be at Mars next year. Can you believe that? Not the dad, the player.
The player.
And the reason is Division I, big-time schools have told him, we're interested, and the but is he's got to go to prep school. They think that he has to play against stronger competition, and I just think it's a shame. It's like Sophie's Choice. Do you give your kid away as a junior, or do you keep him and you win championships and he doesn't get that big scholarship?
Hockey families go through this all the time. They got to go to Canada. You got to go play junior, and they got to leave home.
Good friend Bob Tadden's grandson, right?
They leave when they're 15.
Yeah.
Grosholz, baseline, pure, two-pointer.
I just think it's a shame kids can't be kids. Warshaw is 60-19. And you're right, they do that.
Ward lost the handle. Now the Rams, of course, knocked it backward, so it was safe for Valley to go back and get it. Now Ward is bumped by Grosholz. 2:17 remaining.
You're right, Mike. They've done that in hockey for a long time. Bob Pattern's grandson, he did it. How long ago was it?
Maybe as long as 10 years ago, but and they call them billet families that they stay with, and these people take the kids in, and they are families that we'll have a kid or two, and then they'll go and fulfill their duties, and then there'll be another kid that'll come through that
and the kid ends up with either a pro contract or a college scholarship.
You can take either one, and it works out well. But you have to be asked too. I mean, you have to be the top of the line. Look at Ward.
Nice hustle.
Dive on the floor.
Bodies all over the place, Mike.
And here comes Lloyd. Hey, it looks like a Highlands Valley game.
You wouldn't believe it was a 41-point game the way the bodies are flying.
Ward got it to the corner for Rogers. Rogers threes, a grazer. McCamey the rebound.
Triple team.
And he's got Martin ahead of the pack, but there's four black shirts, and
he's going to draw a foul.
He is. A good job by Valley to get back that time.
Drive the ball.
Nigel Rogers picks up the foul. That'll be his first. Team foul number 5 against Valley's second half. And that'll send Jamison Nee to the line for the first time tonight. 75% on the season. Drains it first.
He has double figures with 11 now.
They've really spread it out. 8 different players have scored.
And Ryan Boda has a quiet 10, Mike, huh?
Boy, he was red hot over the St. Joe's tournament. By the way, if you missed it, Jamison Nee was the MVP, and Ryan made all tournaments. So those two guys were quite good for Highlands in those 2 games against Cheswick Christian and St. Joe's.
Block out, Ben.
Boda had 14 threes going into that tournament, like he had 15 in 2 days.
61-19. Matching the longest lead.
Front the post.
Rieger. Dump it down to Martin. Martin against Ritchie. Bodies battle there. Back out to Rieger. 3 on the way. He's off the rim. Rebound Martinka. Nice pass to Martin, and he gets it to settle.
Great pass by Martinka, Mike.
63-19. Demharder worked it back out to Ross. Now Ward top of the circle. 25 seconds left of the quarter. Demharder splash from the right side.
You with 3 there?
Yes, sir.
He's got 5.
63-22. I'll have a stat for you in a minute. 11 seconds left of the quarter. Martin for 3.
He tried.
Missed everything. Nice pass. Crouchholes is right there. He's got 8. 65-22. Lloyd lets it go. Whoa, he almost had it.
Yep.
A little longer than half court. It's 65-22 Highlands. Valley in this game has made 8 field goals, and 3 of them are 3-pointers.
How about that?
John Mason's here.
John was here. He's gone.
They're going to Davidson.
They're leaving at 4 in the morning, so he's on the plane right now. He's going to get some rest. But he never rests when it comes to the wireless zone. They're Verizon Wireless headquarters. Wireless Zone is the place with the hottest devices at the coolest prices. Smartphones, iPads, tablets, all the latest accessories. Stop at the Wireless Zone today. See what makes Verizon the world's largest, most reliable network. Wireless Zone has 13 area locations, including 6 in the AK Valley. Ram fans, your Wireless Zone headquarters are at the Walmart Plaza next to GNC, or at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall next to JCPenney's across from Victoria's Secret. If you have any wireless questions, contact John Mason today. Drop him a line at jmwzone@yahoo.com. Told you he's telling me about shooting today, Mike. He's telling me about this drop and where the kids land. And most, Mike, if you take a look, Mike, when he shoots 3-pointers, and our guys do it too since they're being trained by John, they actually land in a 2-point area because they're shooting with their feet going forward.
Right. Oh, nice move to the basket by Lloyd.
And if you get a chance, stop the game here. You can see when we take a 3-pointer, the kids will actually land in a 2-point lane.
Martin put it on the floor and walked right down the lane.
He's getting better, Mike, from his illness. He's got 6.
67-24.
Nothing gets more healthy than an open lane to drive.
That's for sure. Lloyd kicked it back outside. This is Demharder for 3. On the way, and it's
2 in a
down.
row for Sean Demharder. He's got 8.
10 Highlands blooding them.
Yep.
67-27. Here's Rieger.
Nice.
Oh, nice dump down to Levante, and he's into double figures. 4 Rams in double figures. 69-27. Less than 7 remaining, and now we have a foul backcourt. I think it's going to be on Martin. That'll be his 3rd. So again, the Rams Friday night will host Burrell. As the Bucks will come in here, as Sean Bennis,
Timeout, please.
it'll be his first appearance, really, as an opposing coach, because he was unable to coach the game a year ago because he had 2 technicals in the prior game and was.
Is that at Hampton or something?
I think it was at Burrell. I'm not sure who they were playing though. So 2 technicals get you ejected, and you cannot coach the next game. So Jeff Kareitza coached that game that night, and Sean was. Now my question was, since Sean works here, he probably could have been allowed to come in, couldn't he? I mean,
It would have been interesting, Mike. He wouldn't have been able to sit on the bench all.
No, could he have bought it? Like wrestling, that's Sean Bennis's music. How'd he get in here? That's Sean, one of those deals. But that'll be a nice homecoming for him on Friday, and I know he's looking forward to it.
And again, as Burrow Bucks, Mike, they've had a kind of a tough road to hoe. They're 2-2 in section, 4-5 overall. They had a very tough tournament at Christmas time. They went up to State College, played the host, lost there, but they came back and they beat a good Upper Darby team.
That's
so
out
Lower
Philly way.
Burrow beat Upper Darby. How you like that?
Out Philly way, yeah.
Is it on a timer?
Here we go, 6:38 to go. Stop
Rick's trying to, those guys are trying to keep these things moving. Ball's tipped out of bounds. The Clock continues to run, of course. We're trying to make sure we let you know all you need to know.
Forgot the trivia, Mike.
Oh, we got time. Believe me, we have nothing but time. We have 6:18. We might just have 6:18, though. Oh, nearly a steal on the overplay by Desort, but controlled nicely there by Amon Carter.
Well, let me give you the question so people at home can take
Go ahead.
guesses, okay? I finally got the answer to the how many years of the knees coach question. So let them wait a minute. Maybe at the 4-minute mark, we'll...
Speaking of, here comes Jameson.
Right down the middle.
Oh, great pass to Desort.
No look. Desort has his average 20. Yep.
He always does. He wakes up in the morning for breakfast and he has his average.
You gotta get Mitch there,
Mitch
Mike.
got the leg out.
That might be his 4th.
It is?
Very rare you see Mitch play with 4, and he will play with 4. Trust me, he won't commit another one.
Martin comes back in to replace Rieger. Mitch will stay in there. Boy, did Alex Ward hit hard, sophomore. And he's got a good shot too. Ward does. Steal by knee. Boy, he's just so tenacious on the defensive end. 4-on-1.
No look pass again.
Bodo to Martin. Rams got to be careful at 3 seconds. Well, not anymore. Martin with 12.
Taking over.
Martin with 3 baskets in the 4th quarter.
Come back to the ball. Help him.
73-27. Well, I can never remember this lopsided game between these two teams.
No. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 players in double figures, making Tyler Garshall close with 8.
Neat keys it in, got it over to Martin. 4.5 to go.
Oh, there's the double dribble, yep. 5th turner. Only the 5th turner, Mike. Can you
It's
believe
amazing,
that?
it really is.
And we used this term before, Mike. This has been a dissection.
So a couple of home games this weekend. The boys will go out to Seton Hill for, I believe it's called the Seton Hill Shootout. There's games all day on Saturday. Of course, the Rams will be playing exactly when the Steelers are. Kicked it back out, and that's a 3 by Amon Carter. High off the rim, off the glass. Rebound to Justice Ray, and he puts it in. His first basket of the night. 6'2 junior.
Sprint ahead of the ball. Get out.
Back out, Grosschultz, his
He's trying
3.
to get the double figure.
Off the rim. Rouse might get caught here. Pierce has picked up a couple quickly.
Yep, he's got 3 fouls now, Mike. What do you call it when you get all fouls and no points?
The Cy Young candidate. Go 5-0. Hall of Fame's announced tomorrow, Dean. Baseball Hall of Fame announcements tomorrow.
Who you got in?
Interesting. I think Ken Griffey's going to make it on his first try. I think Mike Piazza's going to get in.
That's a good choice.
I have other guys that I like that aren't going to get in.
Ooh, look at this.
I'm
on the floor, Mike.
a proponent of Bonds and Clemens. I'm also a proponent of Jeff Kent, Alan Trammell. Those 4 guys aren't going to get in. And then also Kurt Schilling is another guy that I would vote for if I had one, and he's not going to get in either. So I think it's going to be just the 2. I think it's going to be Piazza and Ken Griffey.
A lot of good players, right? But they're tweener.
Oh, there's a hall. Yeah, there's a hall. It's a Hall of Fame, and there's also the Hall of Very Good.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with being in the Hall. Dale Murphy, Hall of Very Good.
Yes.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. Tim Raines is another one people like, but I just don't see the numbers.
They should have an annex for them, right, Mike?
Yeah, right off the side of Green Cooperstown. Ursig, nice move with the right hand.
Sean on the board.
Get open, Sean.
75-29. 2.5 remaining. Lloyd kicked it back out to Carter. Now I worked it out. Foul line extended jumper by Justice Ray is missed. And Ursig gets the big body in front.
Look at that spin move
by Martin.
And
They're going to call an offensive foul, really.
oh, that's bad. That's bad. They just laughing about that one, Mike. That's his 4th.
Big old 40.
Yep.
Stash gets a laugh out of it, too.
Tim Tyler called that one.
I say it. Come through.
Less than 2 minutes to go. 75-29. Highlands averaging 73 a game. And,
Right on there.
and really, you're doing that with a lot of mercy running clocks here recently.
3 of them, Mike. We've had 3.
And this will be the 5th time they've gone over 75.
Like Karen E picked that one up, Mike. She was a very good player in her day.
So, and the question was?
The question was how many years has Joe, Brian, and Carol combined coached?
Okay, I'm going to get you a number here. There's a minute 23 to go.
Get around. Don't.
Ooh, no foul there. Logan Christ.
3 by Logan Christ is missed, and it's out of bounds.
When Pierce decides to launch, Mike, he can get up there.
Okay, I have a number.
Go ahead.
I'm going with 88.
I thought it was up pretty high, too. According to Carol, 60.
That's still a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. But I know Joe was at St. Joe's many years. I thought he did 60 there by himself.
I'm going to guess that Carol probably coached longer than Brian did.
Brian's was the Highlands and Deer Lakes. And Carol, where did she coach? Let's see if you remember. Plum. Yep. And I think she spent some time in Valley also.
When we used to do the MVP tournament, the MVP luncheon, Carol was a coach at Plum, and we used to get her choices, so I remember that.
60 years. That's a lot of coaching. Romello.
Uniontown. Romello Freeman.
He gets a deuce.
77-29. Lloyd for 3. Back rim. Rebound Pierce Rouse. 6'4", 6'6" with the afro.
You used a lot of ink here tonight, Mike.
Yeah. Ryan Signorella's in the game. Along with Romello Freeman, Logan Christ, Pierce Rouse, Sean Ursig. They dribble it out and start the bus, Courtney. Highlands 77, Valley 29.
And again, Mike, it was basically a dismantling tonight. Valley continues to struggle, but Highlands, Mike, just very impressive, especially in that defense. But I'm going to give him 29 points here tonight. Very impressive.
Special thanks to Jason Kerr for bailing us out tonight. We're going to make it up to him, and we're going to do that by putting him on TV later on in the season.
He's an Oriole.
He is. Great, and thank you very much, Jason. And we'll put you on TV later on in the season. Twice. We'll put you on for your game, and you can come sit with us for a night.
As always.
Okay, we got you. All right. Once again, that final score here tonight. Highlands 77, Valley 29. For the Dean Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik. So long, everybody.